Hello everyone, I am back with another video even though this is many days overdue for the time I had planned. So we have begun December and you know, Christmas is coming up and my husband and I went through our finances, and so insofar as recorded income for this month from my husband's paycheck, we have, I want to say it was $14.60 is the take-home pay that he had, and this month my income has been 120 and 30, so about 150 from babysitting, and pretty much I think 25 additional dollars. That's pretty much been this month. With my daughter's emergency appendix, I had somebody send us some money to help us out and just kind of help cover, and actually that ended up covering a lot of our groceries this past month. So all these kinds of things that just, there's not really something I can show you right now, because honestly anytime that came in I turned around and paid credit card bill that was racking up. I have not gone through and itemized like how much we're paying the credit card every single month, but it was disgusting when I averaged it out. And I want to say, you know, some months we would have $200 or $300 on the credit card that is usually, you know, things like I have scheduled for that, and I have gone through those and I have kind of like, okay, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, and taken those out. And then other things that you just don't think about, honestly. I did not think about it, didn't, whatever, and our average is between, our average, I should just say, it's an average. So it's about $700 a month. So $700 a month, every single month, we were pulling from savings to pay off that credit card. Now you might be asking, well, what is the savings? Well, that is really our tax return. And the tax return pays for things like this. And usually what would go on the credit card are things like our clothing, our any kind of homeschool related stuff we would pick up, any kind of just outside, we need to stock up on our groceries, let's do this. And medical, a lot of that is medical, so supplements, chiropractor, dentist that isn't covered. So it's an average of $700, and again, that comes from our tax return money. Also, what has been pulled out from savings this past year has just been because, like, this past month showed, you know, some weeks my husband is only bringing home about $250 a week, and that's really not enough to sustain us. And so again, that's where the savings comes in, tax return, that helps us live out the rest of the year. So that was some eye-opening things. I am going to try hard. You know, I haven't nailed it yet, but I really have this goal of doing so, and that is a no spend year. Okay, I'm going beyond month, and I'm going to be looking at it as a day by day by day thing. So in 2022, on top of keeping track of all of our expenditures, I kind of went over my book with you in terms of just keeping on track. I really want to try a no spend year. And what that looks like is just anything that isn't needed. So what do you need? You need food, clothes, shelter. And honestly, one of those is not in the Bible. Shelter is not in the Bible. So food and clothing, those are our needs and the Word of God. So, but in this day and age, y'all, we need shelter. All right, so, but even this month, I have been looking ahead, because you've got a lot of the thrift stores are having like sales and half-offs and things like that. I was even looking forward ahead because this is also a switch season, so people are getting rid of their spring, summer clothes, so what am I going to need for spring and summer? A lot of the winter stuff has been picked through. I think a lot more people are using secondhand these days than what I'm used to seeing. Because there's a lot of pick through stuff. There's definitely a lot of clothes when you go in there. That isn't the problem. The problem is a lot of it is not necessarily stuff I need. So trying to think ahead and get prepared and just see how little we can live off of. This past week we have a whole loaded car to take stuff to the thrift store when I thought, can I really scrounge up some more? Well, yeah, I can. So, in terms of finances, that's kind of an update for this, beginning into December. Now let's talk Christmas. We didn't really have a budget for Christmas this year just because there wasn't any money to set aside. So Christmas was going to pretty much be taken, just do as frugally as we can, do as simple and small as we can, and then just use our savings. Let's kind of talk about Christmas a little bit. First of all, I do celebrate Christmas. I love Christmas. I celebrate it. I have extensively and very exhaustingly, emotionally gone through and really looked at, is Christmas something to celebrate? And as Christians, there's the whole, well, it's not given by God, it's a pagan holiday. There's so many. And I have really gone through New Testament and just, okay, all of that to say this is not going to be a debate video. I don't do those. I don't like those. Let's just say I have really prayed and gone through this. I do not feel convicted not to celebrate Christmas. If you have a conviction not to do it and you feel like you have to be a part of this, then don't do it. If you have a conviction, don't do it. The thing about convictions is that usually it's the Holy Spirit working in your life with something. Okay? Head coverings. I do not believe that it is a biblical mandate anymore. Personally, there are some seasons that I need to wear. I am convicted to wear a head covering for a number of things. But that does not give everyone the conviction to wear a head covering. Skirts. Christmas. These are the kind of things that you're going to have to do yourself. So, with that caveat, there is something about Christmas that I don't like, and that is the commercialization that you have to participate. You have to do all of these things. It's a joy for some of us to do them. It is a joy, and it gives us excitement. Maybe it means a little work, but that doesn't necessarily, there's joy in going out and gardening, and it's a lot of work, but we still do it because there's a benefit to us. It restores our soul, it feeds our family, and there's love in it. Same thing with Christmas, okay? You can put your heart and soul into it and love it and be exhausted at the end of it, but it was worth it. And that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying every little detail that you need to participate in, all of the Christmas movies, all of the Christmas lighting, all of the gift exchanges, all of this and all of that, that can get a little heavy. I've mentioned it once, I don't like white elephant gifts. I don't like what has happened with white elephant gifts, okay? So if I'm going to put the time and energy out in a gift, I want it to be worthwhile. I don't go for the junky, oh, I don't know, I need to throw this away. Oh, we'll just use it as a white elephant gift, which I have seen happen. Don't do that. I also don't like gifts aren't my thing. I don't enjoy gifts. I gotta give something. Well, this looks fine. We'll just throw this. I don't necessarily like that idea. But I understand that people feel that pressure to do it. And for me, I'm like, you don't have to give me anything. Like, I'm serious. Just, if that's too hard on you, then don't. If you're like, yeah, I don't do gifts, this is really hard for me, can we just go out for coffee? I'll be like, yeah, let's go. On my way. What time? Something like that would work completely fine. So, Christmas, gifts, money, all of that. Look at the whole scope. If Christmas is not your thing, if these gifts, the stuff, okay, I got interrupted and I can't remember because I had it going, so I can't remember. But Christmas, if gift giving isn't your thing, then look outside the box and make sure that it's within your budget. If your budget is only $5 a person and you love to give, get excited about it and do what you can with that. There are numerous videos out there. I was hoping to make one. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to it. But there are numerous videos out there showing what you can do with $5, the Dollar Tree, and stuff like that. I remember being a young mom a few years ago. I think I had 3 kids, and we just didn't have the money for Christmas, and I was trying so hard to think outside the box on what to give my kids. And someone told me, no joke, someone said, just go to the dollar store. Like, everything you buy anyways, anything you buy today anyways is going to be destroyed. So just go to the dollar store and then you can wrap those up, and then, you know, they won't last long. Well, that's a waste of money for me. 2, yeah, there are some things that toys get broken with use. The Dollar Tree toys, sometimes you don't even get to use them before you're broken. And 3, what kind of attitude is that? That's not where I'm going with this either. And especially with our finances, make wise purchases. If you can't afford the $25 toy that Johnny wants, then take the $5 that you do have and make something amazing with that. Not necessarily make with crafting, but $5. Have you and him get excited about going to McDonald's and getting a Happy Meal. Like, this is just going to be us. Like, nobody else is going. Just you and me. We're going to go get a Happy Meal. $5. It's going to be great. And then actually, you know, pull out the calendar, sit down with Johnny. Ooh, what day should we do? Maybe we could go to the library afterwards. Library is free. You've got something else to do it. And oh, but after the library, if we do that first, and then it's almost lunchtime, we could then go get the Happy Meal from McDonald's and then go to the park. Like, make this big deal out of it. You've got $5. This is what happened. Trust me, my kid would love that. Is it gone? Well, yeah, but that memory, that experience was there. And that will stay with him. I remember doing that with my daughter. I had, I think, $10 that I could do for each kid. And I did. I got a Starbucks gift card. I had an old wallet that, oh, I know what it was. When I was selling stuff in yard sales, you know, people would donate things to me. And there was a wallet in there. And I took the wallet and I put the gift card in. And we just made a day of it. We got our coffee. We walked across the street to Joann's and Marshall's and just walked around and had fun. And that was something that she really liked. It was a little bit of something to hold on to. This little wallet that I don't even think she kept. I mean, it wasn't like a great wallet, but it was something that you could hold and see. And the gift card was in there. She was holding the coffee, and it was special mom time, and we were walking all over. That meant a lot to her. And honestly, I can still remember it. I don't know if she will. Oh, and the other thing with that is I did have some fabric on hand, and I had my patterns, and I made a dress to go with it. Because that was all free. But things like that. That was a lot of fun. So, Christmas. Keep it what you can do without the guilt and enjoying the season. Okay? I don't have anything to tell you like, well, our budget is this, and that. Right now, we are just really trying to keep it minimal in terms of cost. I don't do the whole, well, I spent $25 for you, so you get $25. I don't really do that. I did for a few years, but I've just gotten to the point of, what does the person want? So maybe my one daughter just would like a really nice set of nails for $15 from a local seller. And my son would just like a really good, nice deck of cards that he could play poker with. Okay? You got 2 different, you know, a $2 thing and a $15 thing. If that's what they want, that's what I'm going to do for them. I might throw in some snacks for the poker game, but, you know, we won't get into that sensitive topic. Anyway, so that's kind of what Christmas looks like. That's kind of what the update going into the next year looks like. Does anybody want to participate in the no spend year with me? So that's pretty much what I've got for you today. And we'll just keep in touch. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas season. I will try to have on Monday, for our Money Management Monday, I'm going to try to have the purchases that I've made through thrift stores, through secondhand, or whatever, and how I've created a Christmas with that to give you a few ideas. So stay tuned for that, and I'll wrap this video up, and I will see you shortly with another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.